to say, as a teacher, it's really hard for me to not be looking behind me, but I know that the SEIU has my back. So I'm not worried at all. All right, my name is Jamie Domini, and I am a teacher. My sister is a teacher. My mom, who's right over here in the red hat, she was a state employee for over 20 years. And the reason why I'm a teacher wearing an AFSCME t-shirt is my father, Ron Domini, was the political action director for AFSCME for 25 years. I grew up from the time I was this big doing, well, not quite phone bags at this big, but leafleting and all the things, protesting, marching, you name it. So for all the little guys out here, I salute you. I've walked in your shoes. You are amazing, and you will never forget this, even though you're complaining right now. I started out this action last Sunday at Scott Walker's house. There were about 40 of us together. I came down right in front of Lady Forward, and there were about 200 of us together last Sunday. My, how we grown. All right. I am thrilled to be here with teachers, with state employees, with AFSCME members, with bus drivers, snowplow drivers, sanitation workers, DNR, DOT, nurses, child care, corrections, law enforcement, EMT, firefighters, steel workers, pipe fitters, you name it, they're all here. Now, as a teacher, I teach social studies, and there are several parts of social studies. One, my most favorite, is civics. Let me tell you, everybody here has earned an A+. Another part of social studies is history. And let me just quickly tell you a little bit about Wisconsin history. Wisconsin is the birthplace of the 40-hour work week. Wisconsin is the birthplace of the weekend. Wisconsin is the birthplace of unemployment compensation. Wisconsin is the birthplace of AFSCME. And Wisconsin is the birthplace of collective bargaining. We will not be the place where collective bargaining falls. All right. My family is a proud union family, and because I grew up in a proud union family, I was able to live the middle-class American dream. Right now, what we have going on is not an issue of money. We have said that again and again and again. Scott Walker, we are here. We are willing to do our part, but don't take our rights away. All right, before I forget, I really want to make sure that I say a great big civics thank you to our representatives, especially in the Assembly, our Democratic representatives, especially Representative Barca, Heinz, and Helen Royce. Yeah. I don't know. Let's give a big cheer. Why I'm singling them out in particular, you have to go to Wisconsin I, the I on the legislature. And the Republicans on Friday decided, even though they had the votes, they were going to ram through this repair bill without the Democrats. And I don't think I've ever seen three more amazing speeches in my life. generation have to ask kids, what's a representative, what's a senator, what's the assembly, how does a bill work? Because they are learning. The kids are here and they are learning an incredible, valuable lesson. We are on the side of justice. We are the people, and we will not be silenced.
That's right!
Now, the only way we're going to win this fight, though, is we have to take it home. We have to take it to every single corner of this state.
Right.
Your cousins, your neighbors, your farmers, your classmates, the workers here, everybody that you know in every corner. You need to call them up and you need to let them know that democracy is not a spectator sport. I took my coat off so I wouldn't talk too long because it's really chilly out here and I know you guys are getting ready. Before I introduce our last speaker for today, I want to make sure that we fire ourselves up a little bit. Alright, so when I say union, you say power. Alright, are we all ready? When I say union, you say power. Union! Power! Union! Power! Union! Power! When I say union, you say power! Union! Power! Union! Power! Union! Power! Awesome! You guys are beautiful! But don't come back too soon. Alright, SEIU, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the International President of SEIU, Mary Kay Henry. Give it up!
An honor to stand in this square with the people who are starting to turn the national debate and insist that our country have an economy that works for all working people and families. Thank you. Thank you, Wisconsin, for making it crystal clear that we are not going to allow our government to be bought and paid for by large corporate interests who are financing this governor's election and candidacy. You are not standing for it, and you're helping the whole country not stand for it. Thank you, Wisconsin. Thank you for making it clear what Leo Gerard said earlier, that you are standing on behalf of our children and their future. You are saying that when we work hard for a living, we ought to be able to feed our families and have the hopes and dreams of our children realized. Thank you, Wisconsin. You know that you are ground zero. And we are grateful to the courage and leadership of each and every person in this square and the tens of thousands of Wisconsin people all across this state who've gone to their Republican senators and said, no, we are not going to let you stonewall this. You're not going to take our rights away. They need to go to the table and negotiate, just like we've said we're willing to do. Public service workers took a 6% pay cut by agreeing to these concessions. We think M&I Bank ought to pay back the $1.6 billion we're willing to sacrifice. M&I Bank needs to sacrifice. The governor needs to sacrifice. We all want to get Wisconsin back to work, and your courage is allowing us to have this fight in this state and across the country, and we are deeply grateful for your courage. Thank you, Wisconsin. We've talked about killing today. We need to honor all of the people that have come out. We need to honor the high school students. We need to honor the university students. We need to honor our faith leaders who have joined us in this struggle. And we need to honor that when you work hard for a living, you deserve to have a voice on the job through collective bargaining so we can raise wages and address income inequality in this country once and for all. So I don't know if you remember this chant. I know that I'll be joined by Diane Palmer, a registered nurse president from our local here in Wisconsin. Of SEIU that are proud to stand with everyone here in Wisconsin. One day longer. One day longer. The people's voice is stronger. 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 So I want to tell you what an incredible privilege it's been to be here today and hear what you have to say. I will take your voice back across the country. We had 50,000 SEIU members yesterday on our website saying that they want to take action by going to their state capital and standing with you. We are going to call on 2.2 million members along with the Communication Workers of America and Sierra Club. We want to wear red to work on Thursday to honor what the people of Wisconsin have done. And I know for those of you here, many are going to come back to this square at 5 p.m. and we will be rallying again. I see a big fist in the back. And anybody that wants to volunteer can go back to the rotunda and volunteer by circulating petitions on the first floor. So as you know, today is the culmination of a series of turnouts in this capital, and we are expanding the fight across the state into the districts where the legislative senators need to understand that our voices are going to be heard, and that this is what democracy looks like. 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 This is what democracy looks like.
Name is Malin Mitchell, State President of Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin. Firefighters are here because we feel it's the right thing to do. We want to be with our brothers and sisters there in the union. As you know, we have been carved out of the bill, but we want to make sure that the collective bargaining rights for one is good for all. We feel that this is a direct attack on the middle class and the way of life of a lot of over 200,000 public safety employees, or public workers. So that's why we're here. As firefighters and police, we're going to continue to be here until the job's done. When we see an emergency, we go in. When we see a fire, we go in the fire while people are running out of the building. Well, right now the House of Labor is on fire, and we're going to come in and put the fire out. And then if it does crumble, we'll be right back there to help rebuild it. So that's why we're here. We're going to continue to be here until the job is done.
Thank you very much, sir.